Okay, so there is a very famous quote in Gujarati that Prem Karunani Murat tu, Shobha tu Sansarani, Vidvid Rupe Shreshthi tu, Nari tu Narayani. Narayanano Vas Jema Prakruti Parmeshwari, Jagadamba Jyotishi Jema. Nari tu Narayani. So we all say that woman is like a god, or women has we should respect the woman. So in the this two novels, the very first novel is about the virtue. She won in the end. But in the another novel, the Premchand's novel, where Nirmala is destroyed, she got failed. So comparative study of Richardson's Pamela with Premchand's Nirmala, this is my information, and points to ponder. I will talk about these points. So first is author's information. Premchand was born in 1880 in the Varanasi and died on October 8, 1936, also in Varanasi. He is an Indian author of novels, and he wrote short stories in Hindi and Urdu. He mostly wrote about the northern Indian life of their subject matter, and usually they point up a moral or a reveal a single psychological truth. He wrote Nirmala in January 1927, which is very famous novel. The another writer, our text, Pamela's author Samuel Richardson. He born on 1689 in Derby and died in 1761 in near London. He is English novelist who expanded the dramatic possibilities of the novel by his invention and use of the later form. He especially wrote in epistolary novel, and his major novels are Pamela, which is published in 1740, and the Clarissa, which is published around 1747 or 1748. Now, most of you know the obviously summary of Pamela, as Hinaba told the summary and Divya. So I'm not talking about the summary. I just pointed out so you can read it, the summary. And now the summary of the Nirmala. You don't know the summary of Nirmala. The character of Nirmala. She's a 16 years old woman. She's getting married to Bhuvan Mohan, a very rich person. Belonging from very rich family, but somehow while her marriage is taken on, her father died. Nirmala's father died. So Bhuvan Mohan and his family cancelled the marriage, and now she has to marry the person named Totaram, who is as her father's age. So who is very big to her. She is like a daughter to him, but still she has to marry to him because she is poor. Her father is died, so she doesn't have any income. She doesn't have any resource, so she is married to Totaram. Totaram already married to someone before, who is died, and he had three sons. So Nirmala, when Nirmala was living with him, she doesn't like him, but she was a very respective woman. She always respect to everybody. She is very polite. She takes care of Totaram, but Totaram got doubt that Nirmala's affair is now with his elder son, uh, and Mansaram, whose name is Mansaram. So, but Mansaram got shocked that how can my father jealous of me? How can my father doubt on me? So he got sick. He stopped eating and he died. Another son, Jiaram, he blames her mother. Nirmala is not in the blame. She didn't do anything. She didn't have the affair with Mansaram, but still she got punished. And Jiaram is constantly blames her mother for his elder brother's death. So he also commits suicide. Jiaram, and then Siaram flees away with some sadhu, but he then got to know that he was a fake sadhu. So the family is devastated, the family is destroyed, and at the end Nirmala got died. Nirmala has nothing to do with this affair or anything. She is very good, she is very nice, but still the end is very much disappointed. That makes us very disappointed. Now, themes in the Pamela and Nirmala. Pamela has the gender role, as we seen before. she has to prove her virtue just because she is girl. Then another is class consciousness. There is a class consciousness. She is 15-year maid working at Mr. B's, Lady B's house. And why? Because she is poor. And when Mr. B constantly harassing her, she is not able to stop him just because she is poor. She is not able to go to her parents' home. So this is seeing the class consciousness. She is poor, and that is why she is suffering a lot. But then the status of women in society, that time the woman's status was very bad. She has to prove herself constantly. And the another is last is subtitle. Why Richardson used subtitle virtue rewarded, why it is needed? Because that time it was the woman's virtue was very low. So this, whether Pamela is poor or she is young, but still she is religious, she is constantly prove her virtue. So subtitle is also a major theme. And in the another side, Nirmala, the dowry, his father died, Nirmala's father, her father died, so she doesn't have any income. So she is not able to marry Bhuvan Mohan, and instead of she is marrying Tutaram just because of the she doesn't have a dowry to give the rich people. Then child marriage, she's only 15 years old, but still she is marrying Totaram. Then plight of woman, as you see, she is blamed by the society, she has to prove herself. So plight of the woman, Pamela was written in the 18th century, in the neoclassical age. That time the situation was same, and this is the India situation where plight of woman is also same. And now the mirror of society, Nirmala is reflecting the mirror of the society, like how society is cruel to Nirmala or the any woman of that time. Similarities in both child marriage, class politics, they both felt the child marriage. Mr. B is elder than Pamela, and Totaram is very much elder than Nirmala. Then class politics, they both have felt that Pamela has to work with the Mr. B, and Nirmala is not able to uh, marry Bhuvan Mohan just because of class issues. Psychology and self, realism and country life. This both are reflecting the country life. One is reflecting England's country life, and the another is reflecting the India's culture, India's country life. And the marriages, they both ultimately marriage, but one is got success and another got failure. There is a critic corner for the Nirmala that, according to Gitanjali Pandey, in Pamela has taken up issues such as dowry, prostitution, widowhood, may and deck marriages of young girls with old men, and so on. Now, Pamela versus Nirmala, the nature of virtue got successful. After, in the end, Pamela is very famous. She is accepted by everybody, and Nirmala got died. Feminist novel. You are all told that Pamela is a feminist novel, but Premchand's Nirmala, it's anti-feminist novel. And the last point is Pamela's struggle is admired. Pamela struggled a lot for her virtue, and then that is admirable, that is successful. But Nirmala's struggle got ignored. So I did one creativity here that Pamela and Nirmala both are in the heaven, and Pamela is writing letter to Nirmala from the heaven. So she is saying that, dear Nirmala, I know you are in pain. I know you wants to say many things, but this cruel society don't want to listen you, don't want to understand you. You are struggling hard. But you know one thing, when I was only 15-year-old poor servant, Mr. B tried to take advantage of poor me. But I never gave up. I always saved my virtue. But I'm so sorry for you. You tried your best, thus got destroyed, got failed. It's not your fault. But after century, now people seems to realize you that you are not wrong. I, Pamela, promise you, I'm always with you. Yours, Pamela. Okay, so this is my presentation. This is my MLA citation and my references. And thank you very much. I will conclude myself with Amitabh Bachchan's poems, two lines. जो तुझसे लिपटी बेड़ियां समझ न इनको वस्त्र तू ये बेड़ियां पिघाल के बना दे इनको शस्त्र तू थैंक यू वेरी मच
Yes, Dhani. My question is, whom you like the most, Pamela or Nirmala?
I like that both characters. I like that both character very much. Nirmala is beautiful in her own way, and Pamela is also beautiful in her own way. So I like that both characters. Yeah.
I'm audible. Dhwani, I'm audible.
Audible. You are audible.
Okay. As you say, Pamela is virtuous. Then why she agreed to marry Mr. B? You are not audible.
Why? Can you repeat your question?
As you say, Pamela is virtuous character. Then why she agreed to marry Mr. B?
Okay, I got your question now. Pamela observed him. Pamela, from the starting, she was very confused about him. But then he got to know that no, Mr. B is now actually fallen in love with me, and I am also, I have some feelings for him. So then she got to know the feelings and all the things, and then she decided yes, she can marry him. He's not that bad.